exactly. Well, tell our viewers, how would they get in touch with you? How would they find you
Okay.
and your company?
So the company is called Pace Law Firm,
Mhm.
Pace Law Firm. We're in Toronto. My name is Andy Semotiuk. Just ask for Andy. And the website is pacelawfirm.com.
Mhm.
And you can email me at andy@myworkvisa.com. And I can provide any information anybody would be interested.
It sounds like a very seamless process
It
compared to the
is.
very convoluted process that is for so many other visas to come
Yes.
to the US.
I need to work with you and your people because you're setting up the investment. So it should come from your initiative to my office, and then
Okay.
I can help your clients get the immigration aspect of it. This fractional ownership aspect that you're trying to convince people of, this also is a real, honest, working way for people to immigrate to the United States. It's novel. I'm not sure the consulates are familiar with this.
Right.
So
This is the first time I've heard of it.
we're gonna have to
I
teach
think.
them.
Yes.
But you and I, we can do a lot of work together. This is going to be, it could be a really big deal for many, many people who want to immigrate to the United States. There
For
are
sure.
similar programs for Canada,
Hmm.
but Canada is not quite in the same category. It's a little more complicated to come to Canada in that regard. An example might be, though, I don't know,
Hmm.
do you do work in Canada? Do you sell properties or
So we don't currently have any properties in Canada, but we're
okay,
not really limiting ourselves
okay,
geographically.
yeah.
Obviously, we're concentrating the most of our work here in the US, for sure.
Yeah. Well, if you had Americans who want to come to Canada
Okay.
and do something similar, this works exactly right for them. So there may be Americans in the United States who are not happy and want to leave the United States. Not everybody's happy. Some people are happy, others
Right.
are not. And if they're looking for a way to come to Canada, this option would be available for such American citizens who
As
want to come
well.
to Canada. Yeah,
So do you know if there are any quotas for this particular immigration visa?
there's no quota. It's
Okay.
just, do you qualify?
Do you
But the
qualify? I love it.
key is
Mhm.
you would have to show you have at least 50% ownership, which
In
restricts what you're doing a little bit. Let's say you don't have 50% ownership. Let's take a concrete example.
Mhm.
Let's say there's a hotel in the United States, or let's take it a real estate. It sounds like you do a lot of apartments and things like
Yes.
that, right?
Mhm.
Okay,
Commercial property. Yes.
okay, so let's say commercial property. Let's say it's a large apartment complex, and there are investors buying, and there are going to be more than a few investors, and some of them are from Canada.
Mhm.
Maybe one does not own 50% of the property, but maybe there's 10 investors who together are all Canadians
Mm.
and they are investing at least 50% of the overall ownership of the property. That
Okay.
would work to get someone, at least one or two of them, work visa for, it's called E2 work visa for 5 years, renewable in 5-year increments for as long as they have the investment. So
That's
it can be 5, 10, 15, 20,
Mhm.
25 years they're living in the US.
That is very good to know. So they could pool their resources, but one
Yeah.
or two of them would be only would be eligible for the
Yeah,
visas.
because they'd have to be managers. See, here's the thing. To qualify, the property has to be, in this case, I'm just going to use this specific case, a Canadian owned property. So that's why I say, let's say 10 investors from Canada and 15 from France
Hmm.
are investing in this apartment building. So the 10 who are investing from Canada make up 50% of the ownership of the apartment. In that case, that apartment qualifies for E2 immigration purposes. Now, none of them, if they don't own 50%, not one of them could qualify as an investor immigrant and get an E2 visa. But any one or a few of them may qualify to get a management visa, E2 5-year visa to manage the property.
Interesting.
Because they are a Canadian, they have invested, not a majority, but they're going to be managing a property that's a Canadian property in this case.